I wanted to talk to you about life. It's just too difficult to be alive, isn't it? And trying to function. There are all these people you have to deal with. I tried to buy a can of tuna fish in the supermarket, and there was this person standing right in front of where I wanted to reach out to get the tuna fish. And I waited a while to see if they'd move, and they didn't. They were looking at the tuna fish too, but they were taking a really long time on it, reading the ingredients on each can like they were a book. A pretty boring book if you ask me. But nobody has. So I waited a long while and they didn't move, and I couldn't get to the tuna fish cans, and I thought about asking them to move, but then they seemed so stupid not to have sense that I need to get by them, that I had this really awful fear that it would do no good at all to ask them. They'd probably say something like, "We'll move when we got them ready, you nagging bitch." And then what would I do? So I then started to cry out of frustration, quietly, so not to disturb anyone. And even though I was softly sobbing, this stupid person didn't grasp that I need to get by them. And so I reached over with my fist and brought it down real hard on her head and screamed, "Would you kindly move, asshole?" And then the person fell to the ground and looked totally startled, and some child nearby started to cry, and I was still crying, and I couldn't imagine making much use out of the tuna fish now, so I shouted at the child to stop crying. I mean, it was drawing too much attention to me, and I ran out of the supermarket and I thought, I'll take a taxi to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, because I need to be surrounded by culture right now, not tuna fish.